Hello, chat. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. I didn't realize I've already been on for almost fucking 3 minutes. Sorry about that, everybody. I have to put my pretty lipstick on here. Hence, my chapped lips. I think today is Thursday. And it is May the 8th. Ooh, May the 8th. Bring you prosperity. Okay. I got new cards today. Yeah. Why is it always such creepy chat people in the beginning? God, why are you people so creepy? So creepy. Fucking new cards. And I got ruin stones up in this his app. So I went shopping today, which is so ironic because I hate shopping. And then I bought the wrong cards. I'd turn around and go back to the store. I was determined to get the best cards. And these cards match with the dice too. Weird. Okay, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. I'm Whitney. Welcome to my channel. This is my channel and nobody else's. All right, that's the rules. Okay, 12th house. And then the north-south node in limbo with Virgo. You know what I feel? I feel like your hidden enemies, so the people that you don't know, okay, that hate you, for whatever reason. I mean, most people don't hate you for any other reason other than they're just jealous of you. Okay. But it seems like with the north and south node in limbo and Virgo would be your hermit. Virgo would be the energy that's been hiding your enemies. And now your enemies are forced to show their face. So the people that have been working against you. Oh, wow, this is powerful as fuck. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind because it's not going to resonate with everybody, obviously, but it's going to resonate with fucking somebody. Okay, your enemies. I kind of feel like this isn't even the right deck to be using for this. Ooh, okay, kind of is. There's the first card we got out is the 9 of Wands. And like you see, he's protecting that opening, right? And then there's that thing on the, what's on the hill there? Something on fire? Nope, that's just his kingdom and setting in the sunset. And he's guarding the path to that kingdom. Okay? And I feel like maybe that's what it is. Maybe somebody's been guarding your enemies. Yeah, that seems more like it. They've been guarding your enemies. Ooh, Ace of Wands and the 5 of Cups. Oh, look at how sad this is. Okay, there's the 5 of Cups. Okay, because these, whatever, you know, allowing your enemies to like... Like, to be honest, what I feel like this is your kingdom. And your enemies have been surrounded you. Okay, which is the price that you had to pay for somebody not guarding your kingdom. Like, I kind of feel like we have a lot of ancestral beings around us that help protect our karma and allow our dharma to fulfill itself. And sometimes, like, I feel like your ancestors were like blocked from you, and like it's like your enemies were hiding you. Like, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. Like, because I don't even think I fucking understand it yet. It's like your enemies were hiding you, okay, and they were using power to do it, like bad power, like fire. And look what they did to you. Like, that's how this all ended up. That's what they did to you. Anybody you trusted, everybody that was around you was an enemy. Oh my God. And you thought it was all your fault that people hated you. And no, you just, what the fuck? Okay, Temperance energy just got stuck to the table somehow. There's nothing sticky on it, but Temperance energy on the bottom. And I kind of feel as if that is collective, you know, that's kind of what you had to turn into. Very, like, you had wings, like you could fly away, but you're stuck in all this emotion, all this like chaos, and learning how to deal with. I mean, don't be surprised. Honestly, look at how cocky these people are that did this to you. Like, oh my God. Like, I can't stop looking at that 5 of Cups. Like, what did they do to you? What did these people do? So cocky. Oh, good God. So cocky. And then with the 12th house, it's like you're out of it. You're moving, or you're going, or you're cutting ties, or the universe is going to expose that all these people around you fucking hated you. They didn't give you anything. You were forced to give up your Ace of Cups in every situation with these people while they took it and gave nothing back. Because look at, I mean, you have, hey, Diane, you have a lot of emotion. So you have a lot of like water. Okay. So that's why people are taking so much. They're taking your emotions just away from you and leaving you high and dry, not saying anything to you, not thanking you, not telling you they love you. Like, everybody everybody. Okay. I'm going to tell you this right now. If this resonates, everybody has held back their emotions towards you. Everybody. Nobody has told you how they felt. Nobody. Not a single person has told you how they felt, and they've blamed you for it. Wow, Nurturer of Cups. You know what I've realized with this deck too? So as I went through it, the kings and the queens, some of them have changed. So the masculine energy is the feminine, and the feminine energy is the masculine, which I find ironic. Okay, it's because that's the Queen of Cups. But yet it's the masculine energy, which means it's the masculine energy stepping in to his nurturing side, okay, getting in touch with his emotions. Like, you really took care of yourself during this time. Like, I mean, look at that. That's the only cup you had. Woo! Okay, that's the only cup you had. Okay, and look what you did with it. Like, you kept it so sacred. Like, no matter how much they took, you still, like, I'm getting goosebumps right now. Like, you still kept your cup. And that was it, no matter how much they took. And they were cocky about how much they took. Nobody told you how they feel. The moon. I mean, honestly, the first message I got from that is, like, trust your intuition on this one. It's a lot of purple in here, which is your intuitive, you know, your third eye, your third eye chakra, and that's purple. And, like, stay in touch with your intuition, because the thing is that people think they win when they think you've gone crazy over them. And you might look crazy, act crazy. That's emotion. Okay, that's emotion. It looks crazy because people don't understand, you know, they're so used to, like, robotic people, okay, and people that really don't express how they feel, or only express how they feel when they're drunk. Okay, and a lot of men, you know, particularly, will not express their heart chakra. Okay, they keep it locked up, you know, they can give a lot of gifts, but they won't say how they feel. They'll hold that back, and they'll try to almost as if give things, you know, flowers, take you out for dinner, you know, try to seduce you everywhere. That would be a king who has not accepted his emotion yet, you know, because a real man in his masculine energy can express how he feels, because he has so much confidence behind it that the confidence then becomes like, you think I don't feel, you pull at this thread and watch what happens to me, right? Because that's the thing, is once a king actually steps into his, you know, feminine nurturing side, it's like they feel all of a sudden like they could kill anybody that even threatened something that they love. Okay, because I really feel like men are given rage, okay, which is like the masculine energy, and feminines are gifted with using that rage, okay, and that rage is to be used to protect the ones you love, as well as yourself and the house that you're in, your land. Okay, and it's you know, if a king of cups is truly driven by his king of cups, okay, he's going to stand on that land and protect it. And if he leaves and something happens and he comes back and something happened while he was gone, that motherfucker's going to cry, because he's going to be in that moment going, fuck, what did I do? Fuck. And he's going to take responsibility for it. You know who I know is a king of cups? Yellow Wolf. I was watching one of his documentaries today. He's got these long 3-hour documentaries, American Life. And that man has so much emotion, and he's not afraid to show it. And if you don't like it, he'll punch you in the face and walk away if you disrespect him for it. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't want it, he won't give it. But if you want it, he'll give it, and he'll give it all. And he won't care. He'll write a song about it and then write it on his chest. Say it with your chest. You know, if you can't say you love somebody, or if you can't say you love something, then you're not in your King of Cups. You know, Kings of Cups, they don't care. Nobody else likes you. They don't care if everybody thinks you're the ugliest, fucking gayest, fucking fucked up, fucking narcissist in the entire town. If they love you, they'll put it on their goddamn truck. They'll flaunt that shit around. Tell them that they can't love you, and they'll shut you down. You know what I mean? That's an actual King of Cups. But for some reason, I feel like so many masculines hide from that. They hide from that man inside of them because honestly, they're with the wrong women. They're with women who mock them. They're with women who don't really love. They're with women who are frauds, right? So no, they're not going to release their inner masculines and show women how they feel because they think everybody's going to mock them. So men need to, and like, honestly, I mean, if I really cared about what anybody thought, I would never tell tarot online. I look crazy. But what the fuck is life without some crazy people? I can read cards, read your energy, and tell you exactly what's in your fucking mind. Is that voodoo witchcraft fucking child? No, that's just energy that you're giving out that's natural to pick up. People produce energy. It's all around you. The things that you want, the things that you desire, the things that you hate. You're promoting it. You're wearing it. It's in your aura. It's just whether or not you decide, hey, that's some kind of a superpower I want to pick up. Some people naturally pick up other people's energy. Other people couldn't give a fuck less what other people think. And I feel like some of those people are the ones that just assume they know everything. And it's like, yeah, right. You know, so many people assume the exact opposite of what I am. And I love that people think that I'm dangerous or that I'm going to fucking rip your head off or that I punch everybody in the face because it keeps the pussies away from me. It keeps the men that are not in their masculines away from me. I'm not a masculine feminine. I'm a feminine, but I don't show that all the time because why the fuck would I? Am I going to get naked and show my tits on here? Like, am I going to start talking about sex? No, I'm a feminine that actually respects herself. Okay, I can step into my masculine really fucking quick if they're going to start talking about somebody that I love and I want to fucking defend them, but I'm not scared of what people think of me because I don't give a fuck. I'm not out here trying to get friends. I'm not out here trying to be the popular one. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, there's the fucking door. It ain't hard. There's 8 billion people here. You'll find your fucking tribe. Fucking, you know, mark your entrance fucking fee on the door. If you don't pay this, I ain't gonna fucking give you no attention. Okay, I ain't gonna do this. 9 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I like it. I like it. Because I feel like that's where collective is gonna move into then. Because all these people that didn't like you were surrounding you, telling everybody just the shittiest things about you and like that they loved you, but they need to warn people. They love you, but they love you, but you know, it's all those like, ooh, very narcissistic energies. Okay. And then you go from the 9 of Wands to the 9 of Pentacles. And then I looked at this bitch. These are all the people that did this. And you know what I said to myself? What did I just say to myself? I laugh in the face of danger. Oh my God, I got fucking Lion King in my head all of a sudden. And Simba, when he's in the elephant graveyard and he goes, ha! I laugh in the face of danger. And he starts laughing. And then the hyenas start laughing. This is like, your enemies are fucked. Your enemies are now Simba and Nala in the elephant graveyard, and all of your ancestors are just surrounding them in hyena energy. Oh. Is that the right analogy? Like, oh, and then I just looked at the moon card again, and I said to myself, your enemies have no idea what's about to happen to them. Oh my God. And then I just heard this. Okay, so I think something's going to go down. And this is not in this world. I think this is in another world. Something's going to go down. Okay, shit's going down. And they have to go into an event. Okay, an event's going to take place. They have to go into, you know, into the fucking auditorium. Okay, and they're going to get checked at the door. Strip searched. So these people think wherever this fucking event is going down, where they have to say, hey, like, we're the ones that have been holding this person back from like everything. Something's going to go down, and they all think that they can bring weapons with them. They all think that they can, you know, put their fucking gun in their back of their pants and they can have a whole bunch of knives in their hair, but they get checked at the door. Metal detectors at the door. Strip searched at the fucking door. Nobody's walking in with anything that spirit doesn't allow as, you know, just a natural defense mechanism, which means like, you know, you want to bring some cards in there and fucking read the energy. I'm sure spirit wouldn't mind, but you want to bring a knife in there and try to do something with that energy. Spirit's not going to let you do that because they've already done that. They've already done that. They've been there, done that already. The Lovers on the bottom of the deck? Face to face, baby. Okay? And then there's the Chariot underneath. And then the Six of Cups, and I'm going to take it. Oh my God, and then under that is Liberation with Judgment. Okay, I like that. And then the Nine of Cups. Okay, so I feel like, okay. If they've been blocking this door, okay, then people haven't been able to fully connect with you. Okay, so you're going to come face to face with somebody who actually likes you. Okay. And I just heard the song, Hello, my name is Human. And he says, hello, my name is Human. And that's like, you know, maybe you're going to meet somebody and they're going to go, hi, my name is, you know, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, and then look at how awesome this Chariot card is. It's so 70s vibe that I'm like, are you just going right back into the past that like was the awesomest place ever? And then, but look at right came up beside it is the Six of Cups, which is the past. Okay. That is the past. That's generational. That's like, you know, so then I'm like, okay, I'm thinking Nine of Cups. Look at how pretty this Nine of Cups is. Hey, are you swearing again? Hannah, you can't swear in the live. You gotta watch Danny swear. You have to spell it wrong, okay? I know you always swear, and let me see if I can let this one go. Is it you? Ha, see? You can't say shit. You gotta hide it. Okay, you gotta hide it. I'm surprised you haven't noticed. There you go. Okay, I'm surprised you haven't noticed on your own, but I finally had to tell you, dude, you got to stop swearing because then you can't have your messages shown. I figured eventually you'd figure it out on your own, but I guess you haven't figured it out on your own, so I'm just going to say it. But I mean, gosh, look at how pretty this Nine of Cups is. Oh, isn't it just like one of the prettiest Nine of Cups you've ever seen? I mean, in real life, obviously, it's really pretty, but like, I mean, that is so many things coming in because like these people, oh my God. Oh, that's it. Oh my goodness gracious. Remember we've been talking about this cup you've been holding on to? Okay. Like you're fucking crying over it and shit. And you're just protecting it as much as possible. Okay. Now you have, oh, the hairs in my mouth. Now you have the other 9 cups, which means now you have 10 cups. Like now you have 10 cups. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. 9 cups, which means 10 cups, which is that's what they've been keeping you from people who love you, from a beautiful life of love and happiness. 5 of Swords. Oof. Okay. Honestly, I'm just going to move. Actually, move it a little bit like this. Look at this 5 of Swords. Okay. You see how she's like brushing her shoulder off, but she ain't going to not turn around because you're always going to watch your back. Okay. You're always going to watch your back because shit comes flying from nowhere all the time from things you can't even see. Okay. So it's like, you know, what this whole thing has taught you, okay, is to really not trust anybody. I mean, even if they're fucking behind you, don't trust them. Okay. And the whole point of this is this is liberation. Okay, this is you actually being able to open up and become the person that you really want to be. Because these haters have been stopping you from evolving, you know, because they don't like you. So every time that you become something, they're like, ew, gross. Change your style, change your hair. You don't look normal anymore. And it's like, what the fuck? What is normal? I'm sorry. Do you think Sex in the City is normal? Do you think Sarah Jessica Parker is normal? It's not. That's plastic surgery. That's makeup. That's fucking bullshit. I'm sorry. Anybody that tells you to put a mask of makeup on your face is not normal. Okay, that is not healthy. That is not normal. And they're just like, yeah, but we can tell you that you're ugly and you'll just put makeup on because you are ugly. Like, bitch. I mean, this is like that fucking, you know, mirror, mirror. Like, I mean, you gotta fucking watch what you say to people and shit because, I mean, that's what you're projecting to yourself. You want to keep telling the world that nobody's good enough and that everybody's ugly and that no one's perfect and this person's fat and this person, look at her stomach, look how big she is, look how gross she is, look how she can't drive. That's what you're promoting. Like, that is what you're promoting, because your thoughts are making your life. If you're negative Nancy all the time on how imperfect everybody is, then trust me, people are going to find you very imperfect. But then if you start realizing that, no, these people were just trying to categorize you as something because they've never seen anything like you, and that's not normal to them, and they don't know what to do when they feel uncomfortable. Okay, because when they felt uncomfortable, when their parents felt uncomfortable with them growing up, they just stopped doing what their parents found uncomfortable and started to conform to their parents. Obviously, if you have weak parents, they're never going to want you to be who you truly are. Okay, they're going to want to see a mirror of them in you. If you're not, that's not how the world works. Okay, you're not a mirror fucking image of your parents. You might look like them, but no, like, you take up pieces of them, but you're not their fucking twin. Like why do people act like because they gave birth to you, you should be their fucking twin? If you were their twin, you would have shared the same womb with them when they were babies, not like, 30 years later coming out your pussy. Like, what the fuck? People are so dumb. Like, they're dumb, okay? And they don't understand. And like, why? I mean, and think of it how negative these people are. Okay, think of it this way. They are hanging out with a bunch of people who hate somebody, and they're living off that hate, and they're getting off on torturing, okay, collective, and ruining collective, and talking shit about collective. That's what makes them feel good, okay? So how sad are they? I mean, I wouldn't even talk about these people if I didn't have to bring them up in a reading, because these people do not deserve energy, time, effort, nothing. They deserve to sit in the darkness by themselves until their eyes adjust and their attitudes adjust, okay? But everybody wants to open up doors for them and lay red carpets down because they don't want them to cry like little babies, okay? Honestly, this guy came into my third eye the other day. Look, there's another 6. We got 666 on the... And he was acting like such a baby that I actually put him in a room with a bunch of men that act like babies in my life. Because I'm like, here's your pacifier, here's your diaper, here's your bottle. I'm going to tell you when to go to bed. And I'm going to tell you when you can get up. And I'm going to tell you when you can shit and when you can go to the bathroom, because you're not a man. Therefore, you want me to treat you like a baby? I'll treat you like a fucking baby. Get inside, get to bed, and fucking act like a baby. Right? Because I just don't understand men. Like, they act like fucking women who open up their mouths or like fucking blasphemy. But yet when their chick doesn't fucking speak, suddenly it's like, well, you didn't fucking say anything this whole time. It's like, no, well, honey, whenever I speak, you just shut me up and dismiss me. So what do you expect? Okay, it's like the battle of the sexes. You know why it's a battle of the sexes? Because everybody around you fucking hates you. Okay, and you're getting told that these people like you, so you try to date them, you try to have relationships with them, while the entire time they're trying to change you. Those are not people that like you then. Those are people that don't like you. Those are people that just want you around because it's convenient to have you around, because you've got nothing else to do, and you're easily controlled. Okay, you're easily controlled. So when the 6 of coins enters, okay, I feel like now I'm getting map change, like somebody's moving, okay? And I don't know if that's physical, if that's just like metaphysical, okay, kind of spiritually moving, okay? But there's a map change, which means because these haters, maybe they don't deserve to know where you live anymore. They don't deserve to get on your fucking property anymore and spread their hate, spread their bullshit, okay? So when we get the 6 of coins, okay, that's like, I feel as if money is going to shine its face, okay? Something is going to come in for you that's balanced, okay? That's a lot more open to receiving, okay? And your enemies are not going to be able to see this money, and this money is going to transform your life. Okay, because you have generational money, not from your parents. Fuck your parents. Honestly, if your parents are fucking pricks and never gave you anything, that's not these people are going to pull for. Like, I know that collective sometimes wants these heroes to come in and pull through for them at the very end, but then you think you went through the entire marathon yourself. This whole fucking thing called life. You cried alone. You ran alone. Okay, you walked alone, you drove alone. Now all of a sudden you want somebody to come in at the end of the race, pick you up and cross the finish line with you? No. Don't give them the satisfaction of being able to come in and rescue you and sweep you off your feet. This isn't some twisted fucking Disney story. Like, this is real life. Okay, so no, collective is not going to be rescued by some asshole who has sat there and watched their fucking shit sink for 20 years. Okay, this is money coming in from your haters. And you know who I love? Bunny. Jelly Roll's fucking wife, okay, all she does is talk about her haters and how her haters pay her bills. Okay, her haters pay her bills. Her haters buy all of the fanciest things in her life because guess what? Your haters are your biggest consumers, your biggest watchers, okay, your biggest talkers. They talk, they shop, everything is about you, okay, which means eventually they're paying your bills. Okay. So fucking live it up. Okay. What they took away from you is now tripled. So your spiritual team is now gifting you with promotions, money falling from the sky, windfalls. Okay. Lottery wins. All right. Because there's got to be a way to get the money back to you from what these people did. So cocky right in front of your face. Ace of Swords. I don't know what I'm more impressed with, the reading or the fact that the Ace of Swords just showed up, and this is the second reading I've done with this deck. Like, clarity above all. Okay, these cards are kick ass. I fucking love them. A lot is really going to be crystal clear in your life if this resonates. It's going to be shit you can't deny. It's just going to happen around you. And it's not something you have to analyze, right? It's not something you have to try to figure out. Literally, it's just something that you have to receive. As long as you're in receiving mode. Messenger of Cups. Look at. See, I was very intrigued by this card. This card was on the back of the box when I bought it. So this card I really drew myself to because look at his hand. Like he is just ready to receive those messages. And that's what the messenger is, you know, like how can you, I'm a messenger. How can I say the message if I don't receive it? I have to have my ears open, right? My mouth ready to flow for the energy to come out. Because I mean, we are dealing in moon energy. We are dealing with a lot of people's illusions and delusions. Okay. We're working in a very foggy place. Okay. A place with not exactly a whole lot of information, but as long as we concentrate on the fact at hand, which is the information, okay, then we're ready to absorb. Okay. And like, I feel like you're ready to take in, like your cup is going to be full and plenty full with things moving forward. Okay, because of this. My God, people, I can't stop staring at her. Like, look at how sad she looks. But yet, it's like, you know, she's sad, but it's like, well, what else am I supposed to do? Like, I'm stuck. You know, I have no other choice. Like, it's terrifying, but yet that's life. You know, people feel as if when bad things happen in their life, they try to hide from it. When you had to look right at it. There was no hiding. You didn't get to hide. You didn't get to go around the corner and fucking sulk. You had to fucking witness it all. And that's what sucks. What's going on, Wolfgang? Honestly, I just had to check my messages again. There was all these messages. I don't know what's going on with my chat, man. I'm just losing messages. All right, I gotta fucking keep an eye on the chat, Whitney. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got some new cards today, and they're amazing. They just gave the best reading. I'm pretty sure we're done with that because I want to get the fuck out of it. 3516. That was a long message. So, like, I'm ready to ditch that and find some new energy. These are so beautiful. Oh, my gosh. You guys want me to use the stones now? Let's use the ruined stones. And then let's use these cards with the stones. I have been trying to get ruined stones for so long. And then I just found them today. So tell me how I didn't go into a store. and I couldn't find something. So I just like to usually go right to the lady in the front and just ask them where something is. If I don't want to look around the store. So I went right to the lady. I'm like, where are the tarot cards? And she's like, oh, right there, blah, blah, blah. And I passed a stand, and the word ruin, okay, popped out. Like, I fucking saw it. I know I did. So whatever. I got some cards, and then I went back to that stand, and I'm looking through it, and I didn't find anything that said ruin. Okay, I'm looking. Look at what I got. It's a replica of the stapler from The Office, and it says things. Okay, we're going to be incorporating this into the readings because it's awesome. Okay, and so I'm looking, and I'm taking all these boxes off, and then there it is, way in the back, my new fucking ruins. It came with this sweet bag and everything. I just tattooed like 3 ruins on my hand right here. And then there's actually also a ruin that I did here. And I just tattooed the spider web. Guys, I've been tattooing the shit out of my body. Okay. I'm so proud of myself. I have a spider web that I'm going to do today. Ah, I'm so excited. Anyway, so I got these ruin stones. Okay. And I am just, when you need to find something, let me tell you, the universe just drops it right in front of your fucking face. Okay. You don't got to even do anything for it. It's just right there. And it's going to be our first message from The Office. All right. Let's see what it says. Did you hear that? Dwight is so hard to understand. That didn't count.
I am one of the few people who looks hot eating a cupcake.
That was Kelly. She just said, I'm one of those people that look hot eating a cupcake. Oh my God, I can't breathe. This is like the best thing I bought myself. It was $20. And I just, I'm just going to start enjoying my life. Okay. I'm one of those people that look hot eating a cupcake. Oh my God, Kelly. Okay, ready? Are you guys ready for the very first ruin reading? Who's swearing? Can't use all those little thingies there, Harvey, whatever your name is, because it thinks you're spam. Okay, everybody knew no swearing in the chat. All right, because YouTube will just wipe it. It's not because I don't like it. I love shit, fuck, cunt, pussy all fucking day, but YouTube does not want to hear it. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, here we go. I'm so excited. Here we go. Okay, I think I got the first one. Ooh, the X. It's actually not an X. I think it's supposed to go that way, but there's the first one. I'm only going to take 3 because these are hefty. Okay, there's the N. And the M. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to use those as initials too. X, N, and M. And M, N, O, P. Okay, here we go. It came with a little ruin book. I mean, I have the ruins written down, but I'm going to use this because it actually has the fucking names of them. I didn't write the names down. I just wrote what they do. But it's like, how hard it's going to take me to find them every time? Oh, my good God. X. There we go. First. Oh, actually, X, fun fact for you, is actually the letter N. Okay. So I told you N. And then necessity. Constraint, resistance, need, caution, delays, conflict, and the will to overcome. Now that's what this one is called. Okay. So that's our first ruin. Then we got N, which is not going to be N. It's actually U. Okay. Ulrus, wild bison, strength, vitality, good health, power, and healing. Ooh, so somebody's going to be overcoming some type of conflict, okay, through the power of healing the situation. Wow. Damn. Good for you. Like I always tell you, nobody can get you in trouble, okay? Only you. And then the letter M is actually the letter E, and it means horse. Balance, stability, teamwork, trust, and loyalty. Ooh, okay. So there's been some type of situation that has been delayed because somebody hasn't done their healing, okay? And this is healing that has to be done because teamwork is coming in. So like you can't be all fucked up and go and work with people. You know, you really have to fucking heal your wounds. And there's a huge need to heal wounds in this one because there's a constraint. And there can't be a constraint if you're going to work with these people, because then that means you're going to hold something back. And if you hold something back, that's not true loyalty. That's not, people won't be able to trust you if you're going to hold things back. You know, people need to know the truth, right? Like, you know, those movies, okay, it never boosts well for people to hold back information, okay? Because remember those movies that you watch out there and there's some type of team leader, okay, or action, the person in control that holds back information and fucks the public, fucks everybody else around because they don't want to say anything. And it's like, you know that information is vital. People need information. And to keep it back from them means that you haven't healed enough to say what the information is, because again, you feel like you're going to get in trouble, right? Like a lot of times, I mean, messengers, we get hit the most because people think that this is personal to us, that we're making it personal, that we're directing it at somebody, when this is the energy. That's all it is. If you take it personally, then that means that there's something that resonates, but don't make it seem like I made it personal for you, because I am just reading the energy. I didn't pick those ruin stones out. The universe did. Okay. And that's where we're going with the message, right? So it's like, but if I wasn't healed, okay, then I would make every message about myself. I would make everything about myself because I wouldn't know how to separate myself from collective because I wasn't healed. So if you're not healed, you're going to keep putting everybody, or almost yourself, in front of everybody as if you are the world to everybody, and people are like, nah, dude, I wasn't even thinking about you. What the fuck? Why do you have to make it so personal, right? People make things personal, and sometimes you wonder, like, why are you being personal with this? Like, this is the farthest thing from being personal, but somehow you're taking it fucking personally. Like, why? Can you let me know why something I said is personal to you? What the fuck? Does it even have anything to do with you? Jesus Christ. Okay, something is happening, all right? Okay, I want to hit this button again. Okay, it was Stanley, and all I heard was, life is short, drive fast.
Would I rather be feared or loved? Easy both. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me.
I want people to be afraid of how much they love me. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. The way that I am hearing this now is I feel like somebody is afraid of how much somebody could love them. Okay, or how much they could love something. So that's why the healing there's so much healing that has to take place before this happens, because the healing is the main job. The healing is what has to be done. Okay, like without the healing, you're not going to be able to, like, you wouldn't be able to do this. Okay, like, not right. Like, because people love you, and whatever this is, whatever this teamwork coming in, your teammates are going to love you fully, 100% support. Okay, if you've got, wow, look at this. If you've got skeletons in the closet, you can't be taking that out on everybody that's got your back. Look at that 7 of Pentacles. Like, there's some seeds growing. Okay, there is some seeds growing, okay? And that's you, that's your healing, you know, like there's something that can really benefit. So like open yourself up to the possibility that not everybody is against you. Okay, now that we're exiting this fucking realm of everybody around you secretly hating you, but saying that they love you, that's done. Okay, that's done. People, if they like you, they're gonna let you know. There's the sun. It's like the most beautiful card in the entire fucking deck. All this yellow. I'm getting all this yellow now. Okay, what are we at? 4610. That's all intuition, baby. Okay, that's intuition. It's either for you or it's not for you. Swords, beautiful. Like, you know what I really love about the Six of Swords is see how she's looking behind her, okay, where the Six of Swords are. For the most part, people put those swords in the front of the boat and have the person in the back of the boat just staring at all those swords while they move forward. But in this one, she's in front and they're behind. And then there's that rainbow, okay, in the front. It's so beautiful. These cards are so beautiful, but like there's a dark side and a light side, and the light is just coming out. Okay, so you're getting out of this darkness where you feel people don't like you and into something where there is going to be a lot of love around you. Okay, a lot of love. And you're going to have to love to get this next lovey thing going. Okay. Ooh, how awesome is this card? Okay, so there's the Eight of Cups. And as you can see, all these cups are in the bottom, okay, which is what collective would leave behind to go up the staircase into a door with the world behind it. I mean, come on. Whole new world, people. Whole new. And then a peacock up there? Oh, shit. I thought that was a parrot. Peacock, third eye, baby. Third eye in the corner. Ooh, there's the Eight of Swords. Look at this. That's no good. That's where, you know, collective has been trapped. Okay. And those are the swords, you know, that are now behind you with the Eight of Cups. Moving on. Can't take this shit with you. There's the Five of Wands. Look how awesome this card is. Woo! You really want to stick your hand and grab one of those wands in there? I fucking dare you to. Woo! I dare you to. Fuck that. You're not going to fucking do that. That's scary as shit. Okay. The Teacher. Ooh, I like that. And then the Star. Ooh, Four Swords. Yeah. Okay, there's the healing. See, there is healing involved because there's the Four Swords. Okay. In order to heal it, okay, you really have to expose the wounds and get that sun on there. Okay, get those sun on those wounds. And then we get the Teacher, okay, which is the Hierophant with the Star. And see how she's kind of, you know, she's got her hand up to her ear there. That's all about intuitive listening, you know, again, with being guided. Okay, it's using your high. I always found the Star is very much like the High Priestess. Okay, it just seems as if sometimes the High Priestess isn't always guided. You know, she has to look to the Star to get her information sometimes. Okay, so I almost kind of feel like the Star is a very divine energy. Okay, and it's something that you can manifest. Like the Star is also a manifestation. You can put energy into the Star and have it manifest something. Okay, so whatever this Teacher is, maybe you're teaching somebody that being scared is a good thing. Okay, that getting your blood pressure going, fucking getting woo, you know, that's a good thing. Okay, you need to get your body moving. You need to get all those dormant cells going again and laughing again and being alive again. Okay. It's not a bad thing, but it's just you have to trust the people that are around you so then you can express this side of you. So then you can work with this team properly. There's the Temperance. You know, getting that emotion in check and knowing that, like, honestly, wherever it is you are, cycles come and cycles go, and you're never going to be in anything for your whole life, for the rest of your life. You know, cherish every day, cherish every moment, because sometimes you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Like you could be rolling straight awesome with your job, and then the next fucking day quit and have no idea that you were going to do what you did. It just happened, because that's for some reason energy, you know, like that's how you know that it's actual correct energy, because it's not so thought out. Like people, I feel like some people, they got to think, you know, about so much, like everything's got to be drafted down to a T, where other people just learn to wing it, you know, and as they're winging it, they just go with that, because energy every day changes, you know, people are different everywhere. And like, just because you did something for 20 years, it doesn't mean you have to continue doing it if it's not really being accepted anymore. Change a little bit about yourself if you're willing to evolve, right? Become a better person. You know, if you've got a business, work hard at it. Okay. Don't just say, well, it's Sunday, I don't work Sundays. Pick up your fucking phone if you have to. You know, everybody's got 5 minutes to do a little bit of work. Show the universe that you want something, that you're willing to work for it. I mean, do you really, I mean, if you want to take a vacation, take a vacation. You want to turn your phone off, turn your phone off. But like, honestly, I mean, if you've got a business going on out there, then turn your phone off at night, but do shit, you know, get shit done. Not every day you have to take off, or you need 2 days off a week, you know, like if you're treating yourself good, then you're taking time every day to fulfill that. Why do you need a full 24 hours off? Like really, to just do what exactly? Because you're going to go off and do something. Okay. You're going to go off and do something. All right. 3 of Swords. Youch. That's a pain. Okay, that hurts. Something beautiful got hurt. Okay, and now it's noticing that the thing that got beautiful, okay, the thing that was hurt is now beautiful. You know, I passed a homeless man today, and I gave him money, and like 8 of coins. And I don't usually do that, but I had just a bunch of coins. I just had a bunch of loonies and toonies and shit in my wallet. So I saw him, and he was really catching my eye, and he just seemed like, you know, he looked like maybe in his 40s, and I just suddenly heard everybody just talking shit about him. Like, look at this bum on the side of the road, wants everybody's money, blah, blah, blah. Go out and get a real job, you asshole. What do you think, you're going to take my money? And that's where I like went into my wallet right away, and I pulled out whatever I could, and I gave him a wave, and he came over, and I gave it to him. And he was like, thank you so much. I'm like, that actually what I gave him is enough to even get a burger and like feed himself. And then I was driving away. I was like, people don't know. Like, they don't know. They think like, well, you know, they think that everybody can just go out and get a job. It's just so easy to go out and get a job. It's not always about going out and getting a job. It's about your mental stability. Okay. And that sometimes, you know, things happen, and it's not, you can't just concentrate on going to a job every day. It's going to make you fucking want to die, because there's other things there, you know? And I thought, like, just for that second, I felt like, I felt a lot of empathy for him, because I was like, man, even you standing on the side of the road, people still got to talk their shit. Like, you don't look bad enough. Like, it's not already bad enough, but people got to put their 2 cents in it by saying, fucking look at this bum, look at this nasty ass motherfucker. And I'm like, you know, he's got parents out there. Somebody was supposed to care about him. Somebody, you know, was supposed to make sure that this didn't happen to him, and they didn't. So, I mean, now he's in our community. Why aren't we helping him? Like, I'm not even in a good position, but somehow I feel like I give more than the fucking rich bums down the street, because they think they're too fucking good, and their money's their money, and they worked hard for it. And it's like, are you saying I didn't work hard for my money? No, I can just see that people need help, and I'm not an ignorant fuck that walks by them as if they're not there. I'm going to justify it by saying, hey, here you go. Do you want something to eat? Because I'd love to get you something to eat. Not, oh, if I just don't look, then that means they're not there. Like, how ignorant are you? Like, that's so rude. Like, that's just like, what if you were there? But that's the thing, is like, for the most part, these people that never wanted you to get healing, they never ever expected, like their life could ever be there, right? They're always going to think that they're going to be on the top of the pole and everybody cares about them and they worked hard for their money and blah, blah, blah. They could never lose it. And it's like people talk a lot of shit in their heads to make themselves feel better about the so-called losers around them that lost everything. Not just because people don't have things, it doesn't mean that they lost it because they were frivolous or fucking drug addicts or irresponsible. Sometimes people rip things from underneath you and expect you to just go swimming somewhere else and get help when there was nobody else. They were the help. Okay. People don't watch those entitled assholes that kind of make it seem like you don't have any journey or you can't speak or your whatever you did was weak and you should have just went out and got a job. Nope. But now it seems like I feel like someone's going to be able to get their work on. 6 of Cups. And, that was on the bottom of the deck before, but I didn't take it. And now I kind of realize maybe I should have taken it because I feel like whatever you're being guided to, okay, to do, possibly like maybe as a job or, I don't know, as a team, some type of teamwork or something, wherever you're being guided to, okay, I kind of feel like it's got something to do with people from the past. Okay, so you had to heal parts of your past. Maybe that's what it is, healing parts of your past. This could be a parent or the house that you grew up in. Okay, maybe your parents were alcoholics, always drinking. Okay, like you got to heal that so then you can work again, with people. There's the Hermit. I do feel like there's a lot of energy that is hiding. They're hiding themselves, they're hiding their ideas, they're hiding who they are, right? Because of all this other shit. And it's like, that's kind of what keeps you back is when you do hide, because the more you expose the wound, then the more the air gets at it. The more the air gets at it, the more that it heals. Okay, keeping things locked up, you're not allowing any light to them. You need to get light to these things because something beautiful has been kind of massacred. Ten of Cups. There's that Ten of Cups, which I had a little bit of a feeling it was going to come out. But, these readings usually are, a collective story. And now that that's a Ten of Cups, it's like, maybe that's what you've been waiting to get to. Maybe that's where we've come from the first reading now to this reading. It's like, maybe now somebody's going to realize what their Ten of Cups is. Really they're where they want to be, where they're making money is where they want their family to be. Maybe you're going to open up a family business or you're going to do something so then your whole family can be a part of it. Everybody's got a job. Everybody's got somewhere to go. Like I really wish we had a motel back in the day that my Oma and Opa owned. And I really wish they would have kept it because honestly, it gave so many people from our family places to live, right? Like there was 4 houses on the property. Okay. And, my Oma and Opa were in the main house with like the office for the motel and everything. And then in the back, there was a huge house trailer, which I lived in as a child for a while. And then there was this other house way back. And that's where my Oma and Opa's father lived. And then there was this cabin that was kind of in the middle of the whole motel that people my cousins stayed there. A lot of my cousins, a lot of my male cousins stayed there. They were all kind of black sheep and really, in and out of their family house. And like, if they went to the motel, they could smoke in the room and they could fucking fuck around and do whatever they want. They could have their own little apartment. So it gave, that motel gave so many people places to go. There was even in her own house. There were single bedrooms that you could rent out above her house. Like you would honestly, it was an empire. Okay, and they just fucking gave it away. They just gave it away. They stopped trying, and they got fat fucking losers, just gave up on it. And honestly, it really sucks because when people do that, when they pull out, when they have the ability to be such an emperor, to be so on top that they could help so many people, and that doesn't go to their ego. You know, my grandparents were never like that. They were never like, you need to look up to us and we're superior to you. They were just, you know, happy to do it. They were drunk, so like, they were just happy to do it, you know. And actually, years later, this was so ironic of my Oma and Opa and like their true personalities when they were there. They had back in the day, my cousin ended up dating this guy whose family back in the day was in the system. And they couldn't find, the system couldn't find them anywhere to live. So they would spend some time at my Oma and Opa's motel. So the system would put them there, and they had a big family, like I think 6 kids and then the 2 adults. So you know what this guy said, what my grandparents would do? He said every night they would let them come and get, there was an ice cream store there as well. I'm getting goosebumps. They would let them come and get free ice cream. Okay, once the ice cream store shut down, then they would go back and open it up, give all the kids free ice cream, and then they would give them their own room. Okay, so if there was rooms left over that nobody rented out, okay, because they hated waking up in the middle of the night, they would let all the boys go into one room, right, with 2 or 3 beds and put some cots in there for them. Then they would let the girls go into one whole room, and then they would leave the parents to just have a room to themselves. And he told me this story, like, 10, 15 years later, and I thought, like, are you kidding? Like, my Oma did that for you? And he was like, all the time, like, your grandparents were so nice to me and my dirty, trashy family. And I'm like, that's the way shit goes, man. Like, I no doubt my grandparents would do that. Why wouldn't they? They were good people. What's a couple ice cream cones to them? They weren't trying to make money off of everybody. They were pretty fucking solid in their life, like they didn't use, the middle or the lower class to elevate and, let them go on vacations and shit. Like when they worked. They didn't go on vacations and frizzle around and do all this shit. Like they were hardworking people. And I feel like if they had just kept that, I mean, what they could have done with that would have been so amazing. Really, it would have been, we could have just grown it and grown it and grown it and grown it and grown it. And like, my God, we would have fucking owned that whole town, but no, they copped out and wanted money. Okay, so I just find this ironic that this is sitting on the bottom of the deck. Okay, that's the 7 of Cups with death underneath it? No way. Okay, little fucking Scorpion energy there. So I feel like, as you do your healing, you might realize how many things, you really don't need. Okay, like you might feel like you need a lot of shit, and like you really don't. That's the healing energy trying to cover up the fact that you need healing, right? Keep shopping, keep covering it up, keep buying yourself something because that'll heal it. Everybody knows buying yourself shit is never going to heal you. Okay, you need to get into those wounds. Like, what do you think that rose would do? Like, what do you think you could buy that rose without removing those knives? What do you think you could buy that rose to keep it alive? Nothing. Okay, you have to remove those knives and then slowly nurture that fucking flower back to health. Okay, which is exactly what the 4 of Swords is. Right? And that's the 3 and the 4 of Swords are right beside each other. And like, look at those roses on the bed, or those roses there's nothing through them. Now the swords are behind it, right? Now they've been removed, and it's like, it's not going to lead you down the road anymore. You're going to be able to differentiate where you're putting your past in front of you and where you have to lay it to rest. And put it behind you and move forward. Because I feel like a lot of people, there's a lot of swords out here. A lot of people said some shit to you. Okay. And ooh, 10 of coins. 10 of Pentacles now. So 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. So see that generation, right? Grandma and then mother and then child. Okay. So, I mean, wherever it is you're going, you might be creating something generational. Okay. Or that might be the plan. Like, well, if I do this and I decide to have kids, or if I do this and I decide to foster or do something down the road, then they have somewhere to work, like give people places to work. I'm sorry, but maybe that's what this is all about. There isn't just jobs everywhere. You know what I find so ironic is that my sister's ex-husband, who bankrupted her, stole everything from her, has all these businesses and not one of them does he work at. And I find that so fucking such a him thing to do. Open up a bunch of businesses, have a bunch of people working for you and never lift a fucking finger because he doesn't want to work. He never has, which is why he bankrupted my sister. He bankrupted her so he could buy some more businesses so that he didn't have to work anymore. Okay. And what does he do? He just comes around, he just collects his money like some fucking, like he's been working for it forever, which he hasn't. Okay. Collects his fucking money and then goes home. And I think, like, who does he give jobs to? He doesn't. Anybody he does gives jobs to, they're like fucking feel like they can't say anything without him firing him because he's so fucking crazy. Okay, he'll fire you on the fucking second or just lose it on you because he's the boss. He can do whatever he wants. There are some people that are so abusive in their roles, and maybe that's what you've got to shed from you. Okay, you've got to get your life back to you again. You've got to leave these people and their stupid fucking things that they said and everything that they trapped you with, and go with your instincts. Go with what's guiding you. Okay, and like leave things behind that you're not scared to leave behind. If people are meant to catch up with you and be in your life, you could go anywhere, be anywhere, and do anything, and those people will still be with you. Okay, you can't stop yourself because you think that somebody's gonna meet you. No one's meeting you. Okay, you can't stop. Does a roller coaster stop? No. All it does is it stops to reload. This is ongoing. You're gonna keep going and going and going, and you're never gonna stop, right? And your life is not supposed to stop. Okay, that's energy. Does energy ever stop? No. When it does, it gets stagnant. Energy is supposed to stay flowing, as are you. Okay. So the action of swords on the bottom with the action of coins. No way. I kind of like this because now we got two knights on the bottom of the deck. Okay, and they're going to be here to deliver some shit. Okay, whether you're putting some things in the air or you're grounding some things, okay, there's going to be some information coming. Okay, and it's your responsibility to actionize it, to do something with it. Okay, if you don't, it's all fine. But if you want to do something, if you want to plant something, if you want to get something going, your energy is now, which is why you have to keep healing. Okay, because healing never stops. I feel like healing is one of those things that we're going to constantly do for the rest of our lives just to keep ourselves level-headed. Okay, so the healing's always going to be there, but never put your money in front of your healing. Be good to yourself. Love your body. If you're having a mental breakdown, bitch, call in sick. Okay, nobody fucking needs you there that day. All right, literally, you can go to the hospital and get a note. Okay, that you are losing your mind and you need 24 hours off of work. Honestly, if you're having a mental break, you're having a mental break. Sometimes we just need fucking days to just ground ourselves, not speak to anybody, get our personal energy back, and stop listening to what everybody else is saying. Okay, so this is like a huge metamorphosis I just heard. Huge. And that's why death is here. I just looked at death. And I mean, that's so awesome that they did death with a snake, because what do snakes do? They shed their skin. Okay, what is death all a part of? Shedding your skin, leaving things behind. All right, like transmuting energy, changing, okay, evolving. It's beautiful, it's healthy, okay, it's awakening, it's eye-opening. Okay, there's things about this world that collective needs to listen to and understand, and not just go, oh, that sounds made up, or that sounds like a story. It's not a story. It's not made up. It's real life. Just like this idiot. Oh my God, there's a giant tractor in my backyard. The fuck? Somebody just arrived from Hillbilly Island into my backyard. Like you got, I don't think I'll be able to show you. I gotta kind of try to show you this. This is fucking hilarious. I've never had a fucking tractor pull in to my goddamn backyard ever. Look at this shit. This is weird. Oops. I'm just going to drop everything. Fucking look at this. Oh, I don't think you can see it. Did you see it? Oh, I wish I could see. If you didn't see it, I don't know if that showed you enough. I have the most ghettoest backyard in the entire world. If you saw that. But yeah, there's a giant. Yeah. Oh, you did see it, eh? Yeah, it's a cat. I think it's a bobcat. Like, what the fuck is that thing? Why is that in my backyard right now? That's never been here before. Let me tell you. I feel like that's the end of the reading. Oh, probably. Was there did you see somebody else down there? No, the crackhead was probably the guy driving it. Unless you saw the driver. But yeah, the driver kind of looked like a crackhead. They're meth heads. Have respect, okay? They're meth heads. They're not crackheads. Actually, some of them could be crackheads. Who knows? I don't think there's a lot of crack around here. I think it's meth. Meth, cocaine. Random people wandering around. Dog shit everywhere. It's the life. I told you, it's the ghetto Melrose place. I can't believe I actually showed you guys my backyard. Metamorphosis. Okay, let's see what the office says. Okay, that was something about a coffin and dead people. Dwight is so hard to hear.
I am about to do something very bold in this job that I've never done before. Try.
Did you hear that one? That's Jim.
Oh my god, Dwight's kind of my butt.
There's so many things happening, people. There you go. Stop procrastinating your show, Wolfgang. Stop procrastinating your show. Just get on with it. Why not? Honestly, if I hadn't have just decided to do this, I'd be so bored. Life is so boring. But if you find hobbies and things that you want to do, just fucking do it, honestly. Okay. What are we at? 1:13:24. I'm going to do a magic box reading. And then that might be it for the day. Aw, honestly, my neighbor Kevin is so hard up. Okay, like these apartments are not good apartments. And Kevin is also a bum. He sits on the corner plaza trying to get money all day. But these are how nice people are. Honestly, I swear. Homeless people are the nicest people. He always lets people stay with him. Always. If somebody needs somewhere to go that night, he always lets people stay with him. And this old man, which is the man that you just saw get out of that bobcat there, that old man has been staying with him now for, I don't know, maybe a month. And the first day that old man got here, he must have just got out of the hospital because he only had hospital clothes on for a few days. And now he has a job. Now he's driving a bobcat. It's the same man. Like, and he's still living with Kevin. And now he's got a job all of a sudden. He just drove in here with a Bobcat. It's like honestly, you can never like underestimate people. Honestly, like you really can't, because like people might look bad, but oh my God, are they ever trying to make a living and trying to just do something? I mean, you got to give it up for fucking broke people. Like that, trying to get that money is so hard. And then there's fucking karmic energy acting like their shit doesn't stink and that everybody can get a job. And how dumb are you? It's so like, ugh. There's a reason why I don't really hang out with people, because their ignorance is just appalling. Like, you have never fucking lived a day in your life that's like my fucking life, okay? Never fucking say that you know a fucking life if you've gotten a paycheck every single fucking year for the last like 20 years and you've never done this. Like, you and I are not the same people, okay? What up, new subscriber? Welcome to the gang. I'm about to pull one last reading from the magical box of magical wonderness. Woo! Getting some messages. Here we go. You know, I just feel like if people just spent less time judging and more time loving, they wouldn't have time to judge, because they'd be too in love, you know? But people just want to be judgy Judies, you know? Judge this, judge that. Judge, judge, judge. Assume we know. Judge, judge, judge. It's oh so sad. Okay, first card, loyalty. You have chosen this symbol of loyalty, and this means that you are being called to stand up for who and what you believe in. That's what I'm talking about. I believe in a community where people can speak their mind and, I don't know, not be ostracized for it. That'd be nice. The Babadook. You'll see him if you look. Oh my God, have you ever seen the Babadook? If you haven't seen the Babadook, watch it. The little kid is so cute. The little boy is so cute. Books are portals that take us to other realms and let us inhabit the consciousness of the characters found in their pages. But does the door open both ways? What or whom might we let in? Made manifest, a bad idea cannot be destroyed or denied. It will pop up again, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. What can you read between the lines? What can you read between the lines? Loyalty. Loyalty. What does loyalty mean to you? Okay. Does it mean people who have your back? Okay. Even when you're saying some fucked up shit because they just don't want to see you get hurt? Is loyalty, you know, fucking love bombing you and telling you how much they adore you? Like, what is loyalty to you? Okay. Because, and like, be careful with books, okay? If you're a very big book reader, be careful, because books very much are portals into somebody else's conscious mind, okay? And we do get lost in them. As video games, you have to be very careful with, you know, that type of simulation, because we find ourselves getting trapped in a simulation when we're already in a simulation, okay? So somebody's definitely like, you know, start living life by what you believe in, because the characters that are found around you, okay, I think are consciously what you would believe as bad manifestations. Okay, so if you wouldn't do that, live that, be anywhere like that, then is that what you're being loyal to? It's things that you would never be, think, feel, say, be around. Moon phases. Ooh. Intuition. Use your intuition. Like, I loved this guy for 20 years. I finally got the chance to be around him. And he was so, like, rude to me. It's not even like he was angry or, like, you know, a prick. He was just rude. And I thought, like, that's what really sucks. Like, you could love somebody so much and be so loyal to them, and then the second that you get to finally talk to them, it's like they ruin the whole thing. Because you're like, why are you so rude? Like, that's so rude. Like how can people not see how rude they are? Like I don't understand. Okay, I don't understand, because you could be so fucking loyal to people and they're so rude to you, but you think, you know, like, well, they're appreciated because I love them, and they'll appreciate it because, but no, like, what are you giving somebody? Like, what are you feeding somebody if they can't appreciate you back? It's like, why would you want to be there? Because now the way that I see it, I kind of go like, I don't want to be a part of that. Like, that's rude. Like, I don't want to be a part of anybody rude. Like, how you run your shit, you may think that that's just, you know, normal everyday business. And maybe people think I'm the rudest person in the world. I don't fucking know. But I know that we either jam together or we don't jam together. And the way that this person gives his energy off is so rude that I think I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that. If he's not rude, he comes off very fucking rude. People need to understand how to read their own energy and how they come off, because I mean, if you don't want people thinking that you're an asshole, then maybe don't come off like one, you know. And like, if that's you being nice, then like, I'd hate to see who you're really friends with. Okay. Pet Sematary fucking pissed me off. I tried to watch this movie last night and I had to pay for it. I'm like, I don't want to fucking pay for it. I fucking buy all these channels, all these networks, and you still want me to pay more? Fuck that. I didn't pay. I'm waiting for one of them to go on sale. Fuck that. I gotta find all the pets. That's what I have to do. I have to buy them. Why do I always think I can watch things? See, whoever's trusting the internet too much, you're trusting the internet too much, all right? You got to get back to DVDs and CD players and cassettes and, like, get off this computer shit, okay? Honestly, like, it's eating somebody apart, okay? And the whole Pet Cemetery is it's okay to let go, okay? Because when you think about it, that's Pet Cemetery. They keep fucking, you know, digging things up and trying to get things to come back to life because they don't understand the way that death is. If death comes and takes something, there's a reason. You can't bring something back from the dead and expect it to be perfect the way that it was. It's dead. It died, okay? Which means there's damage there, okay? So it's not going to be perfect the way that it was. So maybe... okay, maybe this is another thing. Okay, now I'm getting, you know, somebody kicking and treating their puppy like shit all the time, but they still have this dog, you know, 5 years later, and they finally decide to, like, love it, right? And then it dies. And it's like, now you want to bring it back. Well, it's dead. You know, whether it's physically dead or it's just you've beat it up so bad that it's dead and it's dormant, it's never going to love you, okay? Could be something like that. You have to love things if you want them to stay. And that means by loving things, you have to let things go so then they can find their way. And if they come back to you, then they're yours. You know, like, there's nothing wrong with it. If they stay away from you forever, they don't want to be around you. Okay? And then there's conclusion. This is a time of ending and new beginnings. Drawing the symbol indicates that you have come to the end of an experience in your life and you are about to enter a new one, which means it's okay to let go of the past. Okay, it's okay to let go of things, right? That even you consciously lived out or played out, right? Let it go, move forward. Read between the lines if it makes sense. There's union, okay? Because something new is coming. Like, maybe someone keeps putting all their energy into an ex and you've got a new partner on the way, okay? So stop putting all the energy into the ex-boyfriend that's not talking to you, the ex-girlfriend that won't give you any time of day, or somebody that, you know, you've given all this loyalty to, And now I'm like, that is like, I mean, some people, you know how they say like people aren't replaceable, but sometimes they are. Okay, sometimes they are replaceable, and you're saving the space for somebody, and if they're not there, then you got to keep going. Like you can't stop your life and wait for somebody to get on board. What if they never get on board? You're gonna hold yourself back that whole time waiting for somebody, right? What up, everybody? There's the other side. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys something because you're part of the chat, and this is real life. This is history happening right now, okay? In my dreams this morning, I don't really talk about my dreams. Obviously, you guys know. In my dreams this morning, my sister and I were driving in our car that we have here, okay? And we were coming up to this bridge. This was a fucking huge bridge, okay? This huge silver bridge. And those hangy bridges? Well, they basically all have those like cables, but some don't now, okay? But the cable bridges, okay? Suddenly the cables started breaking as we were getting onto the bridge. And it was a long bridge that was connecting to this other piece of land. And I was like, my sister was driving, which is so ironic because like I drive in 3D all the time. She never does. And obviously in 5D, she drives. So she was driving. She fucking put the pedal to the metal. And we shot across this bridge to the other side. And now I'm getting that song, Break On Through to the Other Side. Is that CCR? Okay, break on through to the other side. Like you got to break on through to the other side, okay? You have to let something go to get to this new place, and that's the conclusion. That's an old ending. Whatever that ending is, whatever's on the other side of that bridge, fucking leave it there. You have to cross the bridge because guess what, okay? That bridge, either it's going to get repaired, okay, or it's not. Thank you, Belle. That's just what's coming to the head. Oh, is it the doors? There you go, okay. So either like that bridge now, either everybody that's on that side is going to stay on that side and everybody on the other side is going to stay on that side, or one day that bridge is going to get made again, which means you'll be able to go back if you want. But after all that, do you think you're going to want to? I guaranteed you're not going to want to, okay? Because you're not going to want to go back to where you just came from that almost killed you on the way out, right? And now we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. And listen to this. Are you so afraid of crashing that it keeps you from riding altogether? This upside down ace suggests that you aren't even entering the idea of exploring something new and instead are closed off, focusing on everything that could go wrong. Honor your concerns, but do so in a way that lets you reach your full potential. No experience is risk-free after all. So I don't know what kind of fucked up awesome analogy that just ended the whole fucking thing with, but think of that, okay? That's literally what we're saying, okay? Like somebody is not, they're so focused on everything that could go wrong. Well, this could go wrong, this could go wrong, and what if this goes wrong? It's like, honestly, like you could play that game with anything. All those things that you say that could go wrong with one thing could go wrong with everything, okay? Think of it that way. If you're like, well, if I take this new job, then, what if they fire me, or what if I don't get along with people, or what if I'm not supposed to, or, what if I'm my loyalty pisses my boss off, and, now I got to start from the bottom, and I can't let go of the old place because they love me. Like, maybe that's it. Maybe somebody's going to leave something behind. They got to start from the bottom. And actually, I got this analogy, so this is weird. I was thinking about my father. For most of my life, worked the midnight shift because he was able to sleep during the day while we were at school. And he didn't have a babysitter. He was a single dad. So he chose midnights for that reason. But then all of a sudden, being with his wife, okay, not my mother, I think I was around like, I don't know, maybe 15 or something, 14 or 15, maybe younger. I'm not sure. But my stepmother could not sleep alone anymore. even though she was never alone. Okay, she was never alone. There was always kids at home with her. Okay, that's why she's a little fucking liar. Okay, anyways, she just said, I can't sleep alone anymore, and made my father switch over to days/afternoons, and he did it. He didn't do it for his kids. He did it for his wife, and he had to start in the tire shop. He was GM. Okay, because he lost all his seniority. He had a lot of seniority in that midnight shift, which is why he wanted to keep the midnights. But she didn't let him anymore. She forced him to take a shitty job. He had to lift tires. He was like 40 years old, lifting tires. Fucking, he had to do that shit for like 6 months before he could move into the next job, you know, because you can only move up and move on the line and shit when other people quit, right? They don't just give you a job because you've been there. So I feel like that, and I don't like to think about my father or anything that he does, but again, I was like, oh, lovely, you did something for your whore wife, but you didn't do it for your kids. No. Let's fuck the kids now. We've got a wife, you know, obviously, pussy first, okay? And I thought of that analogy literally yesterday. So that is somebody, if you're going to change something, well, they're just fucking heavy and shit. If you're going to change something, you might get put on the bottom of the list. But, I mean, you'll work your way back up again. But you just stay at the top of the mountain all the time. Like, that's where this is like, you know, seniority shit, where it's like, you got to like conquer that ego, man. You're no better than anybody else. Don't fucking act like it. Don't act like because you make $5 more than somebody at the same place you're working that you're better than them, because you're not. Universe is here to say money doesn't mean shit. Okay, it never has. It never will. So don't think that you're better than somebody because you have more money than them, or your position's worth more than them. Doesn't mean that your life is worth more than them. It just means you make more money than them. If that gives your dick an extra fucking inch or makes your tits a little bit perkier, you're most likely not watching this channel. Or if you are, please get off of it. Okay? So we've got the sign of air that just came out. So as the dawn awakes in the east, air calls us to breathe in this sacred element as a focus of communication, movement, and knowledge. Air is the element of new life and possibilities. Air reflected through the four winds carries our thoughts and dreams, binding them together as one force of visualization and focus. Remember how I said, you know, if you say fuck everybody and no one's perfect, that's what you're giving off. Okay? By you saying that you're perfect and that nobody can drive good and get out of my way, I'm the perfect one in here, fuck you, you can't do anything right. That's what you're telling the universe. Okay? That you're king tut, no one's better than you, everybody's stupid, losers on the bottom, and you're higher than everybody. You gotta bring yourself lower. Okay, mix around with all of us cockroaches on the bottom. Okay, all of us real people. Okay, because some people's egos, depending on the money that they make or how long people will wait for them and their majesty, okay, their shit still stinks. They still have a disgusting, somewhat annoying mind, okay, and they are not as important as anybody else here. But money gets to people. Status gets to people. Okay, now did you see what fucking, I'm not even going to say it, but Orange Face did? Now he said something about he would be the POPE, like, yeah, right. Anybody, okay, you think you have status, you think you're fucking King D, you know what I mean? Sorry, no offense. Okay, but like, honestly, a real king, somebody really in their fucking position in this world knows that they are not better than anybody, and that the world gave them these great gifts in their life because they deserved it, and it was their chance. They are not better. They are just in a different life. We are all here together, okay? So people, you know, just check yourself, okay? Check yourself. Because a lot of us, honestly, and I'm, you know, I'm going to say that, I'm not trying to like, you know, fuck everybody, right? We're all here together. I say this, but like, we are not any better than those meth heads down there. That's the funny thing. Because you know who's knocking on that meth door? You wouldn't believe the cars that pull into this driveway. You wouldn't believe the people at 7 a.m. that are knocking on her door, getting their shit and then going to work. Okay, like I said, we are no better. Just because some of them look fucking awful versus some of them driving around in a Maserati, why does it matter? They're all still getting the same shit from the same people and the same source. Okay, so I'm just like, just chill, all right? Chill your energy. Get back down here with all of us poor folk, okay? And now we got gatherings. I kind of like this. And the reason why I like this is because I feel like whatever, maybe somebody's like, thought that you weren't cool enough to be with, maybe you're going to get on the other side of something and let something go, and there's going to be a whole group of people waiting for you, okay? I'm telling you, if you have that dream of the bridge and it falls and you're on the other side, then you just conquered something. Okay, because now literally the bridge is destroyed. You can't even go back if you tried. Okay, it's done. It's over with. Now we have the shining. Come play with us. This is what I'm saying. Okay, I feel like people are going to be like, hey, what are you doing? You want to come out? You want to sit? Do you want to enjoy? Do you want to be friendly? Do you want to be married? Do you want to hang out? Okay, there's a lot of work involved. I think a lot of people are going to want to work with you. I think there's going to be a lot of unions that are going to be made because of this, because you let go of something. Okay? There's Carrie. Oof. They're just trying to trick me. And that's the thing is like, maybe you're going to leave some people behind that you were loyal to that don't give a fuck about you. You can be as loyal as you want to me. I don't fucking care. One of those people that's like, wow, okay. Like, maybe those people that don't deserve you, like just because you were loyal to them, it doesn't mean that they deserved for you to be there. There are personal limits, okay, that one can handle. And I feel like the universe is kind of taking a little bit of a step for you to be like, you don't deserve that. You deserve new people. Like Spirit knows. Okay, you're around a group of people. I mean, they know, they can feel energy. They know who's talking about you. They know who's saying shit. Literally, I was in a dream last night. Okay. I was in a dream last night and I was sitting around a fire. Okay. There was this big bonfire going and I had a guy sitting beside me that I guess I was dating. I'm dating. I don't know. Okay. Maybe I'm dating somebody in the dream world. I don't know. Okay. But I was sitting beside him and across the fire was a girl, a blonde hair girl, I remember, and she was sitting with her boyfriend and she was talking so much shit about me. And finally, whoever this guy was that I was dating had my back so well. That's how I know I'm holding out for the best fucking guy that's going to stand beside me because of this. Okay. If you can handle this, you can handle a fucking chick like me. So she's talking shit. And like, I fucking, in the dream, I listened to her talk shit about me for an hour. Okay. If you know me, like I can tolerate a lot. I don't just snap. It takes me a lot. And like most people have never even seen me snap. Okay. But it takes a lot. It's got to be more than an hour of you doing something for me, to me. All right. Cause I'll give you a lot of time because I know people are just fucking violent by nature. So whatever, you want to try to poke the bear, fuck, go right ahead. I'm sleeping. Piss off. Okay. But she wouldn't stop. And it got to the point where she was looking right at me. She was talking to her boyfriend. So, loudmouth Whitney. This is why I love Whitney. Okay. I do. I appreciate who I am. Okay. I really do. I look at her and I go, hey, why don't you talk a little louder so we can all hear you? And she looks at me like, those bitches, right away. Hand on the chest, other hand on her husband. What? And I get up from the fire and I fucking put my finger. Okay, I never point my finger, by the way. I point my finger and I go, I fucking listen to you for an hour talk shit about me. I'm done. You either say it to my fucking face or I'm leaving. Because I would never expect, I don't think wherever I was, I didn't own the place. So I'm not going to tell her to leave, right? And she just, chirp, 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 looked at her boyfriend, probably got up and walked away, whatever. But I physically got up. I think she stayed there. And he kind of like, he didn't do anything. Okay. He just kind of sat there. And the guy who was sitting beside me, just kind of like looked at me, watched me stand up. And he stood up and I walked away. Okay. And I went somewhere. I don't know. I feel like I went into a house or something like that. And he, didn't follow me. Okay. Obviously, you don't need to follow somebody. He stayed there with his friends, whatever. Obviously, those were his friends then. There you go. Okay. Those were his friends. And I don't know, I don't know time in dreams, but all of a sudden he's talking to his friend. Okay. The chick is not there. I don't know where she went, but it was just him and his friend. And he goes, was she really talking about Whitney like that? And his friend goes, oh, for way longer than an hour. So the guy that I was seeing, now I'm getting goosebumps all over my arms. So now the guy that, I'm just going to call him my boyfriend. I don't know what else he was. Okay. My boyfriend goes, so she was right. So she heard everything and she heard her talking and everything. And the guy's like, I knew that she heard blah, blah, blah talking way before she said anything. So, and he had my back, not his girlfriend's. He had my back. So I was like, okay, well, there it is. Sometimes no matter what, people talk shit. Okay. And it's either you're going to say something or you're not going to say anything. And if you don't want to say anything, that's perfectly fine. But I'm the kind of person, you want to talk shit about me, I should fucking hope you say it to my face. Because I fucking hate when people say shit behind my back. I hate it. What's the point? Are you that much of a coward you can't say it to me? So this bitch was sitting there so cocky because I think the reason why she was so cocky was because she was, I think, friends with my boyfriend too. But I'm not friends with them. I'm only friends with him. I'm banging this dude. I don't care about anybody else. Okay. So I think she kind of thought she was going to get a pass. Right. And he wasn't going to say anything and everything was, oh, Whitney's crazy, blah, 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 like usual. But it wasn't. It was, did she really say something? And maybe he thought his friend was going to lie. Or maybe she thought that no one was going to say anything, that she could just, stay under radar talking shit. And these guys weren't going to stand up for me because she didn't like me. But they all stood up for me. So it was a very weird vision, okay, that obviously I'm willing to share with Collective. Okay, I've had visions like that before, but this one was really like when I told that story about darkness and light the other day, or black and light the other day, okay, about the two guys fighting over the girl. It kind of came through like a vision like that again, where I was like, I don't know if I'm a part of it because I didn't see myself in that vision. But this other vision that I saw, I was right there. Unless I'm looking through the eyes of somebody else. I don't know. But honestly, it acted a lot like me because I always call people out. I don't just sit there and let people talk shit. I really don't. And I've never been punched in the face. No one's ever come at me. Nothing's ever happened. So I don't know why people get so scared about addressing somebody, just because they look violent or you think they're going to do something. Fucking stand up for yourself. If you feel like you need to stand up for yourself in a group full of people, then fucking do so. Who cares about loyalty? Loyalty means fucking nothing. You can be loyal to the most fucking beautiful people and they don't even fucking know who you are. They don't fucking care. Okay. They don't care. Right. So you have to be careful. Okay. You have to be careful if you want to stand up for something or if you don't, because sometimes those people that we are standing up for are monsters. Okay. Monsters. We see them as good people because they've always been friendly and kind to us, but they also have big mouths and talk a lot of shit. Okay. And nobody can hang out for the rest of your life. Okay. Friends come, friends go, people die. Okay. So whatever you're trying to protect in this loyalty doesn't mean shit. Really. I mean, it doesn't. I don't know why loyalty means so much to people sometimes, because Like, people are full of shit. They say that they love you. They say they care about you. What, are they going to house you? Are they going to fucking put you up at the Ritz when you got nowhere to go? Like, I mean, because really, I mean, you can ask them that. Like, you can, you know, hold your testimony at time with some of these people. You know, show up at their fucking door with all your bags saying that somebody kicked you out. See what they do. See how they act. If they really have your back, then be loyal to them, you know, and whatever. Never let them go. Or, you know, figure, hey, if you're going to lose somebody, you know, like if somebody from my past, okay, was trying to follow me and in the dream, they didn't cross the bridge with me because they didn't know where they were going to go. Well, so shall it be. You didn't cross. You didn't come with me. Right? It's the same with these people, right? If they support you and they love you, then they'll cross the bridge with you. Okay? They'll be with you. If they don't, they'll go, yeah, see you over there, okay? And that's probably what they're going to do. So test people's loyalty, okay? There was this guy I knew back in the day, fucking, I will tell this story, I swear. He told me this story just for me to tell the world. He used to be a cop. He would appreciate me telling this story. He was testing the loyalty of his friends, okay? Because I don't know, man. I give people the 411 when I start dating them. Okay. And I was like, dude, these people are not good. I literally was sexually assaulted by one of the people he considers a friend. Okay. And that really fucked him up. Okay. Because I was laying in bed with him when motherfucker came into the room and assaulted me in bed. Okay. So it really fucked him up when that happened to me. Okay, so he really did an evaluation with his friends after that happened. And so we would kind of like kick it together every now and then, just get really drunk, have sex for the whole night, and then I wouldn't see him for months. Okay, so we get together on one of our annual or one of our, somewhat, I don't know. I don't even know. One of our visits, okay? And we were really good friends. So he knew how to like open up and tell me a lot. And he fucking, so he goes, I'm like, all right, let's do the evaluation. Where are you at, Gary? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, all right, so I'm doing this experiment with my friends. I go, good for you, because he's a hockey guy. He's got a lot of friends, right? A lot of friends from the past. And I go, all right, what are you doing? And I was so interested. I'm like, all right, tell me. And he's like, okay, so you know how everybody does blow. I don't do blow, never have, never will. I've got massive stomach problems, so it's like eating battery acid. So I can't do it. So I'm like, okay, what happened? And he's like, all right, so I've been baiting all my friends. I've been telling them, come over. I got all this fucking blah, blah, blah. And then I got, some Snow White on the table. Fuck, come on over, bring your beer. And he goes, but I don't actually have any. And then I try to see how long they stay. And I go, so you don't actually have any? He goes, no. He goes, but I have beer. He's like, because he wanted to stop doing drugs anyways. He's like, I have a fucking, he goes, this is the thing. He goes, I'll put joints all over the table because I really got him smoking weed. He really needed to connect and he never wanted to smoke weed. But then all of a sudden dating me, he was like, blaze up. And I'm like, fucking right. You got to smoke weed, dude. Like, I wouldn't tell you to smoke weed if I didn't feel like you really needed it. So he's like, I'd have fucking joints all over the table. He's like, their beer of choice, because he knew all of his friends drank different shit. He would buy exactly what his friend wanted, but then go, oh yeah, by the way, there's no blow, but like I got all of this. He said most of his friends, so-called friends, didn't even make it through the beer. They were already gone. And that's how he figured out who his friends were, who really wanted to hang out with them and who was just there to get high. And like, not even wanting to like smoke weed. He's like, none of them even took the weed, Whitney. He's like, they would break the beer. He's like, have a couple sips, immediately ask where the fucking blow was. I would say there wasn't any. He goes, they would take another sip of their beer. For the most part, they'd be gone. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what up, Kevin? Like they don't even go for the joint. Like they don't even reach for one. Like, how dumb are they? Good joint, a little Modelo? Come on, fuck you. Even I would watch a hockey game, and I hate sports. So, trust your fucking judgment on people. That's really what the world is telling you. Like, use that intuition. Doesn't matter if you're a man. Open up that high priestess. Use your fucking intuition and let it guide you and see where it takes you. Because like it's so sad. Like I said, this guy's a hockey guy. So these guys he grew up with, And still only wanted to hang out with him because he had blow. So even being friends of the hockey gods for 20, 30 years with these people didn't do anything for him. That's the saddest part. So, I mean, take that as it resonates. All right. If it does, so be it. And 149.12. I feel like that's pretty much all I got in the tank. It's already fucking 4 o'clock. Like, where did the day go? I'm like, fuck. I just lost so much of the day. I haven't even really eaten. Have I eaten? Oh my God, I had a Big Mac. That's all I've eaten today. Wow. And I've been up since 6:30. Man, anybody else out there just not eat? Like, I just don't eat. It's just, I just don't think about it. Like, some people, I know people that base their entire day around eating. And like, I only ate a Big Mac because I was out in public and my sister wanted a Filet-O-Fish. So I went and got her that. I was like, whatever, I'll get a Big Mac. But I only get it with one patty. So much better. That's all I've eaten. Like, what the fuck? I need to eat. Oh yeah, my fucking oven's broken. Great. So there goes my shepherd's pie idea. Oh, people, I tell you, I'm going to be in it as a doozy to try to figure out what I'm going to have for dinner. So, peace out. Thank you so much for being here. This was such an awesome reading. Thank the new cards. All right, new cards is where it's at. We got our ruin stones. We got our new office button.
I'll be the number 2 guy here in Scranton in 6 weeks. How? Name, repetition, personality mirroring, and never breaking off a handshake.
I love this fucking button so much. It just changed my life. Thank you to the creators of The Office, the American version. And thank you to all the idiots that make shit like this, because this is what makes my world go round, is $20 shit like this. If you pray enough, you can turn yourself into a cat person. Angela. I mean, it's classic lines, people. Classic. I love it so much. All right. Word to you, mothers. Peace out, everybody.